problem here. In a triangle ABC, AD is perpendicular. AD is perpendicular to BC. So this angle I have written as A1, A2. Angle A is combination or sum of A1 and A2. And he has given AD is perpendicular to BC, and he gives you 10B, because this is a right angle triangle. ADB is a right angle as well as ADC is right angle triangle. So he's saying 10B is 4 upon 3, cos C is 15 upon 17, 10B is this, cos C is this. And he has given AB to be 20 centimeter. He wants you to calculate AC, this hypotenuse in this triangle. He wants to calculate the complete base BC, which will be combination of BD plus DC, and sine of angle A. Sine of angle A. I have already written 10B is perpendicular upon base. It is given as 4 upon 3. I say AD is 4x. I have written as 4x upon 3x. It is the same thing. So I have written AD to be 4x, BD to be 3x, and I apply Pythagoras theorem to triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, if I apply the Pythagoras theorem, the square described on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square described on the remaining two sides. That is, AB square will be 4x whole square plus 3x whole square. The value of AB was given to be 20. 20 whole square is equal to 4x whole square, that is 16x square plus 9x square. That will become 25x square is equal to 400. So x square will become 400 upon 25, which is x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4. Now, so AD will, once we got the value of, why have we taken plus? Because we always take as the modulus, because it is, whenever you take a square root, you take a modulus, particularly because here we are talking, evaluating the sides, there will be plus. So AD is 4x, so 4 into 4, 16, BD is 3 into 4, 12. So I have got the three sides of this triangle, right angle triangle, ABD. Now I am going to take the triangle ADC. In triangle ADC also he is given cos C 15 upon 17, base upon hypotenuse. He has given base and hypotenuse, and we already know what is the value of AD perpendicular. So let us apply the Pythagoras theorem to this triangle and calculate the value of y. That is, AD square will be AC square minus DC square. So 16 whole square is 17y whole square minus 15y whole square. 289, 17 whole square is 289, 289y square. 15 whole square is 225y square is equal to 16 whole square, that is 256. So 64y square is 256. Y square will be 256 upon 64. That is, will give you the value of y as 2. From that I can get the value of AC as 24 centimeter. I'll get the value of DC as 30 centimeter. Once I've got DC, I already know what is BD. BD was 12, this is 30. So I did both the things. I got 42 centimeter. He wanted BC. I've got AD. He wanted AC. We have got AC also. We have got AC as 34 centimeter. We have got BC as 12 plus 30, which is 42 centimeter. Now we have to calculate sine A. Sine A is sine A1 plus A2. That will be sine A1 cos A2 plus cos A1 sine A2. Sine A plus B. Sine A plus B is sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. We have to find out the values of sine A1, cos A1, sine A2, cos A2. If you look into the triangle, in triangle ABD, sine A1 is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, BD upon AB. BD was 12 and AB was given to be 20. So 12 upon 20. Cos A1 will be base upon hypotenuse, that will be AD. We calculated AD somewhere. What did we calculate AD to be? AD to be 16 upon 20. We have got sin A1, cos A1. Similarly, in triangle ADC, sin A2. Sin A2 will be perpendicular DC upon hypotenuse. DC is how much? 30. DC is 30 and hypotenuse AC was how much? 34. It was 34. So 30 upon 34. 30 upon 34. And cos A2 will be base upon hypotenuse, and base is how much? AD. AD was given to be how much? AD will be somewhere here, 16 upon 34. 16 upon 34. Now we just have to substitute these values in sin A1 cos A2, cos A1 sin A2. That will be sin A1 12 upon 20 into cos A2. Cos A2 is 16 upon 34 plus cos A1, that is 16 upon 20 into sin A2. What is the sin A2? 30 upon 34. The denominator is same, 30 into 20 into 34. 12 into 16 into the 32. 16 ones are 16 and 3 19, 192. And this is 480. The addition is 672 upon 20 into 34. We start dividing by 2. 2 3s are 6, 2 3s are 6, 2 6 are 12. And you cancel here, 2 17s are 34. Then again, 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12, 2 8s are 16 and 10. 2 10s are 20. Then again 2 8s are 16 and 2 4s are 8 and 2 5s are 10. So 17 5s are 85, 84 upon 85 will be your answer. The given question is 10a plus b is equal to 1. 10a minus b is equal to 1 upon 7. 10a plus b is 1. 10a minus b is 1 upon 7. We have to find values of 10a and 10b. We have to find the values of 10a and 10b and 10b. Now 10a plus b is equal to 1 means 10a plus 10b, when we apply the formula of 10a plus b, 10a plus 10b upon 1 minus 10a 10b is equal to 1. When we cross multiply, we get 10a plus 10b is equal to 1 minus 10a 10b. We have written in place of 10a x, because every time writing 10a and 10b many times, it is better to replace it by some other variable. 10a I have written as x, 10b I have written as y. So it becomes x plus y is equal to 1 minus xy. Similarly, 10a minus b is 1 upon 7, means 10a minus 10b upon 1 plus 10a 10b is equal to 1 upon 7. We cross multiply, and in place of 10a I have written x, in place of 10b I have written y. So x minus y upon 1 plus xy is equal to 1 upon 7, and when we cross multiply it, it becomes 7x minus 7y is equal to 1 plus xy. Now we solve these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. You see xy and xy is there. So first of all, I eliminate xy. I simply eliminate xy by adding equation 1 and 2. When you add equation 1 and 2, it is minus xy, it is plus xy. It will be eliminated. We got x plus 7x as 8x, y minus 7y as minus 6y, and this is the mistake we have made. 1 plus 1 is 2 here, and we divided it by 2. So 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6, and 2 1s are 2. So 4x will be 1 plus 3y, 4x will be 1 plus 3y, and x will be equal to 1 upon 4, 3y plus 1. So we got value of x in terms of y. Now again we solve these two equations 1 and 2, and we eliminate y. How do we eliminate? We multiply it by 7. 7x plus 7y is equal to 7 minus 7xy. 7x minus 7y is equal to 1 plus xy. When we added these two, y terms will cancel. We'll get answer 14x is equal to 8 minus 6xy. Where x is there, I'll put the value in terms of y. X is equal to 1 upon 4 3y plus 1. 1 upon 4 3y plus 1, and where x is there, I am putting 1 upon 4 3y plus 1 into y. When we solve it, we get a quadratic equation in y. When we solve it, we get a quadratic equation in terms of y, which is 9y square plus 24y minus 9 is equal to 0. 9 9s are 81, 27 3s are 81. So we got two factors, 27 minus 3, we get 24, and 27 into minus 3 will give you minus 81. So 9y is taken out common here, 9y is taken out common, it will be left y plus 3, minus 3 is common, y plus 3. Y plus 3, 9y minus 3 is equal to 0. Y is the value of 10b. Y is the value of 10b. So y either will come minus 3 and y will come 1 upon 3. 10b can take any values. 10 can take any values that you know it very well. And x will come out to be minus 2 and 1 upon 2 by substituting the value of y in x. We get minus 2 and 1 upon 2. So x was 10a. So 10a is either minus 2 or 1 upon 2, and y is 10b, which is minus 3 or 1 upon 3. 10 can take any value. 10 can take any value. All the possible values are there in 10. If it was because range, if you look at the range of sine and cos, that is minus 1 plus 1. But here it is any value it can take. So it is possible to take minus 2, 1 upon 2, minus 3 or 1 upon 3. So these are the possible values of 10a and 10b. Next question is cos 17 plus sine 17 upon cos 17 minus sine 17 is equal to 1062. This kind of question we have done earlier also. I think it was cos 11 plus sine 11 upon cos 11 minus sine 11 is equal to 1056. We had done this kind of question. And what did we do? 1062 can be written as 1045 plus 17. 1045 plus 17. 45 plus 17 is 62. So, and it is coming in terms of 17. So 10a plus b. 1045 plus 17 is equal to 10a plus b. 10a plus 10b upon 1 minus 10a 10b. 1045 is 1. The value of 1045 is 1. So 1062 will be equal to 1 plus 1017 upon 1 minus 1017, because the value of 1045 is 1. So 1 plus 17, 1 minus 1 into 1017. And 1017 can be written as 1 minus sine 17 upon cos 17 upon 1 minus sine 17 upon cos 17. We can take LCM in the numerator as well as denominator. Cos 17 plus sine 17 upon cos 17 minus sine 17 upon cos 17. This will cancel. You will get 1062 cos 17 plus sine 17 upon cos 17 minus sine 17. That is what we wanted to prove. That 1062 or cos 17 plus sine 17 upon cos 17 minus sine 17 is equal to 1062. So this is question number 7. This is exactly the same. If I remember, I told you 1056, 45 plus 11. Instead of 17, it was cos 11. Now the next question, 8th one, is also we have done in the beginning. Question number 8 also we have done. That was 10, 11 and 7 and 4. Here it is 10, 3a. So 10, 3a can be written as 10, 2a plus a. Sorry, that's a little long. 10, 2a plus a. 10, 2a plus a. 10a plus b. 10a plus b is equal to 10a plus 10b upon 1 minus 10a 10b. Now when we cross multiply it, we'll get 10 3a minus 10 3a into 10 2a into 10a will be equal to 10 2a plus 10a. Shift the terms according to the requirement of the question, because he says 10 3a minus 10 2a minus 10a. So I'll bring these terms this side. 10 3a minus 10 2a minus 10a will be equal to 10 3a, 10 2a and 10a. This is what you require. 10 3a minus 10 2a minus 10a is equal to 10 3a, 10 2a, 10a. So this is what the required answer was. This kind of question also we had done 10, 7 and 4. Now the next question is, if a plus b is 45, he says prove the following. We have to prove 10a plus 10b plus 10a 10b is equal to 1. Now let us see 10a plus b will become 1045. If I write it as 10a plus b, so obviously the right side will become 1045. And 1045 is 1. And what is the value of 10a plus b? 10a plus 10b upon 1 minus 10a 10b. This is equal to 1. Let's cross multiply. We'll get 10a plus 10b equal to 1 minus 10a 10b. Now let us shift 10a 10b to the side as it needs in the question. 10a plus 10b plus 10a 10b will become equal to 1. This is what we require. We keep practicing questions. If we practice questions, we get the values. We get actually hang of the things. You will get how to do the question. Until unless you don't practice, you don't get it. And you must practice same kind of question so that whenever you see it, you are able to solve it without any hesitation. In this series, this 10th question today, a plus b is 225 Again he said 10a, something to do with 10a. Let us talk again 10a plus b. 10a plus b will be 10 to 25. It is 10a plus 10b upon 1 minus 10a 10b. 1 minus 10a 10b. And 10 to 25 I can write as 10 180 plus 45. 180 plus 45 will give you 225. 10 180 plus theta will come into the which quadrant? This quadrant, third quadrant. And in third quadrant 10 is always positive. 10 is always positive. Add sugar to coffee. So 10 is always positive in the third quadrant, so it will become 1045. We told you along the 180-degree line, no change of 10 remains 10, cos remains cos, sine remains sine. So 10a plus 10b will be equal to 1 minus 10a 10b, because 1045 is 1. And again we can transfer, or he is wanting in this form only, prove this. So this is the question. Okay.